Yes, the fun continues, rocking gloves and masks just to do flooring throughout this mayhem. What's good, everybody? It's Carpet Mike here from CarpetExpertBlueprint.com doing another fitness room for some of our clients, and this crib was sick. You know, Chase Nasty and I talk about this all the time. It's like when you hit that next level in your financial life and you get those new things, you're like, yeah, we're making headroom here, starting to get this, starting to get that, and you think you're starting to you're leveling up. You're feeling yourself, you're feeling good about your hard work paying off, and then you get those clients that just remind you, you ain't shit. They got that FU money, and that's good because it's a good reminder that there's levels on levels and there's so much more you can continue to achieve in the game of life. So always reset your goals whenever you achieve something and go higher. But let's get back to the task at hand here. We are doing a fitness room gym floor. We are unrolling all the main shots here. Fit Floors dropped by yesterday and shared their strategy on how they're doing rubber gym floorings. Pretty dope. We were going to do the exact strategy, but there was a couple little things that wouldn't enable us to do their exact strategy, but check out Fit Floors. They got a channel popping over there on YouTube as well, but you'll see in a second here how we laid it out. We'll give you the rundown of what we did once I'm done cutting around all these crazy pipes. Now, that's the thing about rubber gym flooring. It pays well. It lays out fast. You can get a whole room mapped out and set up with the quickness, and you're like, oh my gosh, I'm making all this money. And then the cuts come in, and then you're like, oh yeah, this takes forever to cut in because if you rush it, it looks like trash. So that is one thing to keep in mind with rubber gym flooring. If you rush it, you're just gonna have ugly fugly cuts all over the place. So you got to take your time, trim it nice and slow, make sure you're getting cut all around the nooks and crannies so everything looks oh so good. And then you're gonna get that check of $2 a square foot if it's empty and ready to go. And if you have to do old carpet removal or anything like that, you want to charge about 50 cents a foot for that because there is some prep work involved. You got to pull staples, you got to scrape it down. It's not a slap and pop deal like when you're doing carpet and then reinstalling carpet after you tear out the old. You can just kind of pull that out and drop in the new. With this, you got to make sure the floor is all nice and proper because everything will show through. And a lot of people get that confused. Rubber gym flooring is dense and kind of thick, but if there's rocks, the density will actually show it just because it takes, shape of what's going on the floor. So you want to make sure the floor is nice and clear, no staples if there's previous carpet or anything like that. Now, Fit Floors is like, you got to do the toilet paper roll. He's like, go ahead and roll up one, then you roll up the next one, and the next one kind of stagger them, and then glue the whole floor. Now, we are only doing the seams on this job, so we're doing the toilet paper strategy just as a middle piece roll. So we all unroll. Whoa, where'd the camera go? That got real crazy real fast, and look at that. I didn't even fix what was going on. This is a hot mess right here. No, we're going to keep it going. We're not even going to edit this out because craziness is great right now. But anyway, we unrolled the middle piece like a roll of toilet paper. We glued the seams and we just rolled it right down. And hey, we're back on track. Life is good. So we dropped that in. We're going to push the seams together. We are not messing with duct tape on this one. Oh my goodness, I took a beating on that one the other day. All right, are we good? Boom, we're going to use weights instead of duct tape. I'm going to go ahead and fold this side back, toilet paper style. I'm going to go ahead and spread a little glue around. Everything's running smooth. Everything. Oh, you see that net in the background there? I don't know if we were talking about baller stats. My dude had a soccer court built into his basement, turf and all. Boxed it all in, beautiful lights in there, nice thick turf, and then had soccer nets on, or goal nets, whatever you want to call that, at both ends. I guess his kids are like beast mode soccer players, so he hooked them up. Property sitting on mad acres, they're shooting guns, doing all that fun stuff. So it is nice to be with the haves. You know what I'm saying? Even in these tough times, when you have clients that are the haves, they're still spending. You want to have some of them. They're not easy clients to please always. You got to take a little more time with them versus the slop and pop. But when things get haywire-ish in the marketplace, they will still spend that money. So you do have to have that in the pipeline. Cutting around a soccer net. This is actually a first for me. 23 something years in the industry, never had to cut around a soccer net. So got the track there in the back. They had rubber reducers all around that turf floor. So rather than popping those out, we were just kind of cutting a straight line up to them. The net was falling on top of it anyway, so we were just leaving it with some clean cuts. Nice straight line, good to go. Client was super happy, super cool too. So that was always making a Saturday job that much easier. And for those of you that are able to work right now, as long as you're healthy and you're staying safe, I'm going to say try and schedule yourself 7 days a week. That is after health and safety. Because if there's a little rockiness coming in the economy, I would love to see all the people in the industry a little bit stockpiled and ready for any waves that might be coming our way. Better to have and not need than to need and not have. So we've been scheduling ourselves out 7 days a week, taking the extra precautions right now, gloves and masks, making sure, extra sanitizer on everything, wipes, the whole deal, because we want to go ahead and hang out as long as we can before if they pull the plug on us. If they do, we're going to respect those decisions, sit down, wait it out, and then we're going to dive right back in. For those of you that do have to sit down right now, hey, I'm thinking about you for sure, and I hope you're positioned to be okay, and I know that when the lift gets banned or the ban gets lifted, you're going to jump right back in and kill it. So definitely stay positive right now. A little rocky times, but we are going to look back and just be like, that was crazy. Glad I'm back in it. Everything's okay. So that is how we installed this rubber gym floor today. Super fun day. Memories being made. And I actually am going to do a follow-up story about something crazy that happened on a measure to me today with this big scare in the marketplace. Be sure to check that out next.